Pokemon is shit now. Pokemon is shit now, and Pokemon Sword and Shield is a bad video game, actually. Pokemon Sword and Shield? Ha! More like Pokemon flawed and failed. Listen up, wet wipes. Pokemon is bad now. It turned bad because leaks happened and it showed how bad it is. Now, if you don't want to be spoiled, if you don't want to know what is and isn't in Pokemon Sword and Shield with regards to the Pokemon themselves, you better stop watching. But for the rest of you, buckle up and prepare to learn how Pokemon Sword and Shield is shit and how it's a bad video game, officially. Basically, leaks have come out that show like all the new Pokemon, oh, exciting, and all of the returning Pokemon. Now, not all of the Pokemon have returned. This has been a matter of controversy. The chart here, which I looked at on Polygon by way of Resetera, shows the Pokemon what are coming back in green and the Pokemon what are not coming back in white. But one particular missing Pokemon, one particular omission, has turned this from a controversy to a fucking crime. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. It's the most important Pokemon in the Pokedex. It's the most important Pokemon in the entire fucking series. It's Ekans. Of course it's Ekans. And Ekans isn't coming back no more. Oh, but don't worry, fucking Pikachu is in it. Who gives a fucking shit about Pikachu? Who cares? Pikachu's in all of them. Pikachu could stand to not be in one for a change. You wouldn't fucking hurt anyone. There would be literally no repercussion. There would be no repercussions if Pikachu was never in Pokemon again. And if Nintendo had admitted Pikachu was rubbish and nobody liked Pikachu and they stopped selling Pikachu merchandise and no one ever looked at Pikachu again and everyone acknowledged and everyone admitted that Ekans was the best Pokemon for many reasons. This is a criminal crime that has been perpetrated by criminals. Ekans is my favourite Pokemon, and that's important. And it should be in Pokemon Sword and Shield because it's my favourite Pokemon. Now, there's been a big controversy over the national decks and everything for quite some time. People have been concerned and outright annoyed that not all Pokemon were going to make the cut, that we would not get a full roster of returning characters. And I've not really cared about it. It's a children's game. Who gives a fuck about Pokemon? But Ekans isn't in it. This now affects me. They came for the Onix and I said nothing because Onix is not my favourite Pokemon. They came for Ekans. Fuck off. Fuck off, Pokemon. Game Freak, the Pokemon Company. Fuck right off. No licky tongue. Oh, for fuck's sake. Why don't you just stab me with a knife? A real knife. Why don't you literally stab me, Pokemon, with a literal knife made out of literal knife bits? Oh, sure, Charizard's gotta be there. Can't be without a Charizard. No licky tongue. Licky licky what? I'm not sure if any of the ones I like are actually in it. The toucan one? The mushroom one? I mean, I like the bird one they've got in the new one. And here's a Pokemon that's shaped like an apple. Apparently a Pokemon that's just a fucking apple is okay, but a literal snake backwards isn't. Ekans, the best Pokemon, isn't good enough, but the apple is. I cannot stress enough how much this all matters now that it affects me. Now, according to the leaks, there is a Pokemon that is a snake that will be in Pokemon Sword and Shield, and I wonder how brilliant that is. How wonderful must this new snake be to replace, and that's what it is, it's a fucking replacement, to replace Ekans. What the fuck is that? This awfulness, this serpentine trash is Silicobra and its fucking evolution Sandacobra. What? Those are bad names. Ekans is snake backwards. Silicobra is the worst portmanteau I've ever fucking seen. And look at it. What is this gloopy nonsense? What is this coiled rubbish? It's like someone woke up one morning and thought to themselves, what if shit was also cum? This right here is a child's embarrassment. This is despicable. This is actually disgusting. Probably the most disgusting thing the video game industry has ever done, definitely, and I'm not being hyperbolic, definitely not, probably, maybe. This is all definitely a personal attack, and that's not conceited to say that, that's just exactly definitely what it is, and I'm not making it up, probably, maybe not. Everyone knows that Ekans is my best one. Gotta catch em all, that's what they say, gotta catch em all. How can I catch em all? M isn't there, em all isn't there anymore. And the best of M, Ekans M, isn't in it. M. All. Need I remind you why Ekans is the best one? Obviously, I need to remind Game Freak, those fucking freaks. Ekans is Snake backwards. Ekans turns into Charbok, which also is a top tier Pokemon. Ekans is purple, which is the colour of royal things. Ekans has a bit of yellow on it, which also is cool. Ekans eats Pidgeys, which is good because Pidgey is boring. Ekans is a good Pokemon, and that also is the reason why it's the best. Producer Junichi Masuda tried to justify this awful crime when talking about basically the Pokemon that have been Thanos'd, as people like to say. I know him from films. And only films. And Masuda said, we need to be able to prioritise new gameplay ideas. We need to be able to find a way to balance the right number of Pokemon and also still introduce new ways for players to enjoy the game. New gameplay ideas to keep the series fresh and enjoyable far into the future. You know what would keep it fresh and enjoyable? More Ekans! Like, they shouldn't even bring back the old Ekans. I mean, they should. They should definitely bring back the old Ekans, but they shouldn't just bring back the old Ekans. They should have more Ekanses. Newer Ekanses. The entire Pokedex should be called the Poke Snacks, and it should just be snakes. Not you, you're rubbish, but other good snakes. And a lot of the snakes, half of the snakes should be Ekans and variants thereof. And Arbok a little bit. Fucking disgraceful. Fucking disgraceful. Pokemon Sword and Shield is now the worst game in the world. At least until it comes out and I buy it, because I got nothing better to do.